Still didn't work. How's everybody doing? Welcome to Making It Up As We Go. It's episode 83. Got Jordy below me.
Go read a book.
Yeah, reading rare books. Good times. Yeah, well, welcome everybody to out there in YouTube land. It's another episode, and hopefully it'll be a good one. I wouldn't hold your hopes up, but it is what it is. So let's start yapping. Mr. Paul,
Yes.
Corliss, what have you been up to, sir?
Hey, I've been up to making this.
Ooh, there you go.
Nice.
Oh, the missus is gonna like that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She loved it. Yeah. And I
You gave it
put
to
a
her
little
already?
tea light. Huh? Yeah. Oh, yeah. At my age, you don't want to wait around too long.
Just gonna say Valentine's Day is like a week away.
I know, but I'm making something else right now.
Oh,
There you go.
It's like the 12 days of Christmas.
no, there you go.
But yeah, you put a little tea light in there and it.
Well, I figured you'd fill it full of candies and sweets and all the good stuff.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. 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 Put them in there.
there you go. Put some old Twizzlers in there. Nice, man.
And I gotta know if you can really see out of that.
Yeah.
Can you?
Yeah. I mean, it's a little disorienting at times, but you can, comparatively speaking, yeah, what you would think you wouldn't be able to see as much. Yes, I can see you.
You're not
If you-
totally blind, just a
if
little
you're looking
bit.
straight out, you can see.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
pretty good out the sides as well.
Oh, wow.
Because it's right here and here, it's like part of the world is missing, but this way isn't so bad.
Huh?
That's really cool.
That's fun.
Very cool. Very sweet.
That's all I've got.
That's good. Well, thanks, Paul. Appreciate that, buddy. So, where did you get that file from?
Etsy.
Nice. Okay. It looks good. It went together well.
Oh, went together really easy. What I did is, as I glued these pieces into the bottom, I made sure they were square,
Yeah.
and that helped put the top on a lot. But oh yeah, it went together really easy. It's a nice pattern.
Do you remember the name of the person that you got it from?
No,
Okay.
but I can probably hunt it up.
Well, if you do, throw their name into the chat or something, and
Yeah.
somebody else might need a Valentine's Day present.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause that was a good one. How much was the file for it? Do you remember?
No, I don't even remember that.
You're a whole lot of help there, Paul.
I know it.
It's all good, buddy. Good deal. Oh, all right. Well, how about you, Mr. Sean? What have you been up to?
Working in the shop, making modules, the basic.
Yeah,
Getting
Yeah.
ready for,
you got a big show coming up.
I was going to say, getting ready for a train show coming up next weekend, 1 week from today.
Nice. That'll
It'll
be good.
Lincoln, Nebraska.
Wow.
So a nice little jaunt. So if you're in the Lincoln area, I'll promote it again at the end.
There you go.
Yeah.
Sweet. Very cool. All right. Well, how about you, Mr. Hammerquist? Jordy?
Well, I finished up
Oh, wow.
Big Brick
Those are cool.
Legos,
No.
Big Brick Star Trek. And so
yeah.
Deanna Troy, I actually modeled this one because this is not on Maker World. So I modeled this one and modeled the Klingon.
That's
the
funny.
body part, but I used Worf's face and hair.
There you go.
Got some kit cards going.
Oh, nice.
So I've got Bird of Prey and Klingon. Make in, let me get back over. There we go. Clicker,
A little fidget clicker.
yeah, with cherry blues.
Oh, cool.
I think $14 for 120 of them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so
Get that.
very cheap.
Yeah.
Then let's go over to this can.
Oh, wow.
That looks good. Was that Rub and Buff?
Yes. Oh, you guys can't hear me, can you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that mic. So, I finished up my
Wow.
stand and everything, and
Looks bronze.
yeah, so that's Rub and Buff Gold. That was printed on the K1 Max, all in PLA glossy black.
How tall is it?
Uh,
Okay.
Just ruined the illusion.
That looks good. I mean, it looks like it has heft to it.
yeah.
Even though it's a 3D print, it looks hefty.
So you put the dice in here, and it comes
Oh,
out.
it's a Dice Tower. Holy
Yeah,
cow.
and it comes out in there.
Wow.
That's just too cool.
You feed the bird and he poops it right out.
So
Like me eating beef. In one in, right out the other.
Looks like he's sitting on his skull, so it pops out the eye.
Yeah.
yeah, and then there's a little bird skull here as well.
Oh, that's too cool.
Jeez. That's pretty cool. Is that from what that big
STL
thing?
Flicks.
That's what I was trying to think of.
Yeah, that's one of them, and I have a like 4 Paladin Warrior Dice Tower thing I gotta do as well. So, okay.
Make you go cross-eyed.
Yeah, after a while, but just need a few drinks in me, and then I'd be seeing straight again.
Yeah. Very cool.
By the way, that link is in the chat now.
Nice. There you go.
For the
Yeah,
hard
for anybody
box.
that needs wants to do that Etsy box, it's right out there, and
It's $375, I think.
Oh, that ain't bad.
that's not bad at all.
It's cheap.
Yeah, compared to what I had to buy for my wife. Jiminy Christmas. I made the mistake of buying. I may have talked about this before. There's this place in Philadelphia called I Hate Steven Singer. It's a jewelry place. But the name of it is I Hate Steven Singer, and he does these gold dipped roses.
Oh, cool.
So, like, I guess they, freeze them in nitrogen or something like that, and then they dip them in 24 karat gold or something, and then they paint them up or something. And so I made the mistake. Well, I made a mistake 15 years ago, getting one for my wife. So now every year that's what I get her for Valentine's Day, and they're pretty cool. I mean, it's a real rose, but yeah. Yeah, she would say that would be a mistake. Although she did have me make her another, I made her a little while ago, probably 6 months ago or so. I printed out this little cactus planter for her. Really cool little planter. I forget where I picked it up at. I saw it on one of the groups on Facebook and went and downloaded it. But it's like a 2-piece design. So like it has like a centerpiece that goes in there. So it's like the typical, cactus design where it's the main piece and then 2 little arms coming out of it. Well, you fill it up from one end, you put water in it, and then the centerpiece that the pot of the actual plant sits into, it's got like little holes in the bottom and stuff, so it's like a self-watering type of thing.
Oh, cool.
It's pretty neat. So she had me, I guess she bought more plants. so she was like, I want another one of those. All right. So printed another one out for her yesterday. And, so that worked out pretty well. But besides that, I'm up to something. I can't talk about it yet, but I'm up to something. You guys, everybody will find out about it maybe by the end of the month. We'll see. But there's something cool coming down the pipe, and well, I think it's cool at least, and hopefully I can unveil that around the end of the month. So,
That'll be
Are you
cool.
working on the scoreboard?
was that?
I said, are you working on the scoreboard?
No, no, it is not the scoreboard. There's too much crap in the way of the scoreboard right now, but that is something I do need to work on. But this is a different project. So I should actually get the scoreboard working so that I could do a countdown on the scoreboard.
There you go.
So, but yeah, so been working my tail off on that on this project, and like I said, there's a lot more work to go left on it. But yeah, forklift brakes. Yeah, nope, no, not forklift brakes either. Thanks, Harry. Appreciate that, buddy. Everybody's
Well,
reminding me of all my projects that aren't done.
Ryan drives around going,
It's a rear axle. It's
What's
a
that?
rear axle for the electric.
Yeah, right.
It's a rear
That's
axle.
actually on my workbench right now. I'm trying. I need to get that done before the end of the month because the home show for the solar company and the Christmas lighting company is that weekend at the end of the month. So I do need to get that rear end put together so I can at least push that thing into the home show this year. We'll see. Oh my God, I got too many unfinished projects.
Oh, shiny.
Yeah, definitely. And then stuff like comes up that it's like, oh, you need to go take care of this now, and then you have what was it the intentions of mice and men or something like that or whatever that is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So there's something cool coming. Hopefully we'll get it done by the end of the month. Or if it's like 90% of my other projects, it'll never get done. So
Wait, is it the 5-headed
No.
Prusa? Oh, okay.
Nope. So it and it's not something that's in the background of my my shot either. That's not finished. That nobody's heard of. So all right. Well, anyway, let's move on.
How's Ranger doing?
Ranger's doing okay at the moment. I don't know if I've ever even really talked about it on the show, but my German Shepherd's not long for the world. He's got a brain tumor, and they gave him in November. They gave him about 3 months, so that's right around now. But he's going to be doing okay until he's not. Is basically what we've been told, and he's been doing okay. You can definitely tell, like walking him down the driveway and stuff. We used to go for a couple mile walks and stuff, and he was always, raring to go for, to go further. But now when he goes down to the end of the driveway and back, he's pretty winded and stuff like that. So it's a poor guy. So, but he's going to be okay until he's not. So
He still loves hot dogs, though.
what's that?
Still loves hot dogs, though.
Yeah, he still loves hot dogs. Yeah, I did do a video or a little short on YouTube that I put out there today because of what his daily routine is with my wife's grandfather. When he's eating, Ranger will sit like right by his chair and wait for him to get treats. So Grandpa was eating hot dogs today, and Ranger likes hot dogs. He actually stole them the other day.
Good boy.
Grandpa had to get up and get a drink or something, and those hot dogs were gone when he came back. So you can't leave this stuff out there. He's gonna get them. So, but yeah, it is.
Cool.
It is what it is. Uh, and Mr. Clyde, I can tell you, it definitely is not that. I actually gave up on that project. It had so much potential, but I was having a hard time with an aspect of that, and I couldn't get it nailed down. So that one's definitely not it. So all right. Well, anyway, let's see here. We gotta flip around here, and we'll talk about some of these videos that came out this week. There wasn't a whole lot of them. I don't know why, but there wasn't a whole lot of videos I thought everybody would enjoy this week. But it is what it is. So let's see here. Let's go here. Let's go here. There we go. The first one that we'll talk about here is Joel Telling over there, 3D printing nerd. He took his Prusa Core 1 to Hawaii, or I guess he had it shipped there, and because he was on vacation, and that's I don't think I would want to take a 3D printer
Oh. To the beach?
yeah.
Wait, so I didn't get to watch this, but I watched LTTs.
Yeah.
They said they had issues with their box as well.
Yeah. The shippers were, I think, what DHL or whatever that Prusa usually uses.
Mm.
They tear stuff up all the time. So, but yeah, the interesting thing I found interesting about Joel's video was the comment section at the time that I watched it. It was not very kind to Mr. Telling. It was rather interesting. They were like, "Oh, you're just turning into a shill for printer companies and blah blah blah. Like you're not making projects and stuff anymore." It was rather people were being rather vocal, but I thought that was pretty crazy. But yeah, he does a couple of projects for the beach. Um, that's
Cool.
that's a safe, which the locking mechanism, I think it was just the dumbest thing on the face of the earth. Why would you put a lock on that? Like if somebody's going to try to get there,
They'll just take the
they
whole
can
thing.
dig it out or pull it out of the ground. It's not like it's going to be hard to do. But like, and if it's and he breaks it too. That was I thought that was kind of funny that he actually broke it when he was trying to put it down into the sand, like that top lip or whatever. But I was kind of thinking in my brain was I don't even think you need the screws, for to put it into the sand because all you got to do is just dig a foot deep hole and just stick it in there and fill it around with sand. It's not like it's not
Yeah.
it's not like it's holding up an umbrella or something. It's just something sitting in the sand.
And I don't know that I'd make it a bright color. I think I'd make
Yeah.
it like a sand color.
Yeah, something light color. Well, I guess it's intended for you to like put it underneath a towel or something like
Oh.
that, where it can be hidden a little bit more. But
We used to bury coolers, the small
Yeah.
coolers. Pretty much the same thing. Yeah.
yeah, so he did do the thing he's got in his hand now was pretty cool though. Those were little clips to hold the towels down, in case it was windy or something, and they seem to work pretty well. And something else I've noticed about all these videos coming out about the Core One, because I'm assuming it's going to be available pretty soon because all the influencers got them this week, or they've had them for a month, and the embargo was lifted this week. But they were all given these 3D printed fish. Like I don't understand what the thing is with the multicolored fish on a printer that doesn't have multicolor capability.
Well, isn't it coming? I mean, it's not there yet, but I thought I remember someone hearing that it will have that ability later on down the road. It's going to have its own AMS, CFS, whatever you want to call it.
Kind of
Yeah.
like the Creality Max.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so, but why would you do I don't know, whatever. Like, Sean, if you back up a little bit, he shows the fish at one point, and I don't even know if it would fit in it. Like, it's in there somewhere. No, I think it's too far. But
Forward.
yeah, it's kind of crazy. But I don't know. I don't get what the deal is with the fish. But it was whatever. But anyway, yeah. So, yeah, there's a fish, and there's a Core 1. So on, I mean, it's a Prusa, so it's going to be a nice printer. It's going to work well. I kind of like the workflow that they have going on because of the you can actually upgrade one of their regular, like the MK4 to the Core 1. So I think that's pretty cool that that some of the parts are interchangeable enough that they could do that. So
What do you think about the spools on this side? You know, it's jetting in like that.
On the inside? Or
Yeah. So you on both sides, it has one side's like a compartment where you can hang tools, and the other side is where you put the spool, and that's where it feeds from. I don't know. It just seems like would you want a bigger bed instead of using that space for?
that makes sense.
yeah,
If the spool's, I could see having the spool inside. I mean, keep it heated.
Well, it's not inside, so
Like
you
on
have
the outside.
yeah. So it's enclosed, and you can see if you look on when they go back to the printer, it jets in, goes down, then jets back out. So it's like it, you know,
Don't
making
put
it
anything close to the side of it.
yeah.
I don't know. I'd rather have a bigger bed. I think they really made a misstep by not putting at least a 256 bed on it.
No.
They should. Oh yeah, I see the pocket over there. Okay.
And it's on both sides. So one's for the spool, and the other one's intended so you could have your like scraper or your clippers or
Yeah, yeah. You can see it there with
Peppers.
the orange bit right at the top of it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure it's a great machine, but I think there was a big misstep by the size of the bed.
No.
If they would have come out with it, if it would have already have been a 300 millimeter square bed,
That would have been a bonus.
oh yeah, it would be a killer. But I think with a bed smaller than even the 250 millimeter bed that the bamboos have, I don't think that works out well.
No.
I think it's kind of like the Android and the Apple. You have Apple people, you have Android people.
Yeah.
Never the twain shall meet.
No. But yeah, cool deal. I hope he doesn't get any more sand in there. I'm sure his car must be like right there, you know, like really close because he's not moving off of that towel to try to keep any sand away from that machine that he can. So he had his wife like throwing him the different prints that they made on it. So
Oh, could you imagine? Just I saw on Reddit somebody was doing a print and it was going to be weighted, and they're like, "Oh, put salt." You know, pause and put salt. Well, so he went to go put the salt in, but forgot the fans were still on. And so
Oh.
just all covered in salt, and it was like, oh, poor dude. Oh man.
Oh, there's the spool.
Oh yeah, there's the spool.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but see how it's indented. There's the word I was looking for. Into the machine. So
Yeah.
I just feel you're losing a lot of space. Like,
Yeah, you could have had the same footprint with the exception of the spool being out, and have a 300 millimeter bed with that.
yeah.
I mean, at least it's on the side, not in the back.
Yeah,
Yeah, but you could have put the spool out to the side.
Or
yeah, and it
above.
wouldn't have. Nobody would have thought anything worse of it
Yeah.
No.
because it's not like you can put another, printer right up next to it anyway. You got to leave enough room to be able to get a spool on and off. So
And feed your filament.
Yeah.
interesting. Great design, though. I mean, it looks wonderful. I just wish they had a bigger bed. Oh well, it is what it is.
I like my K2 Max or my K1 Max.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, that Elegoo, my Elegoo Max, that thing's a beast. I love that one.
Yeah,
That one's big.
cool,
I've been printing G-scale flat cars on it.
sweet. All right, well, let's move on. Let's move away from Mr. Joel there, and we'll go to Emily, the engineer. Last time we were talking about Emily, she made the real life benchy boat and went floating around on it. She decided to take a Creality 6 something or other. I don't know, whatever that thing is, and turn it into a tattoo machine. And worked surprisingly well. I think the hardest part was making sure that somebody would actually let you
Do it.
tattoo them with a printer. So
The
she
cool
did
thing, she used the the fake skin.
yeah, to do some testing. Yeah,
It's crazy though.
yeah, I worked surprisingly well on the fake skin, and then her cohort that is there, they went at it. Did not shave his leg in that spot though. Yeah, when they did it, but it's kind of funny to have leg tattooed on your leg.
Man, should have done the left leg, right leg.
Yeah,
So in case he's ever in the hospital, the
Yep.
doctor's like, which leg are we taking off?
now he just has to keep identifying parts.
Yeah.
The foot, arm. Let's not go to the other obvious
I
one.
was just, you are a mind reader too.
Yeah.
Yowzer.
Yeah, but I mean, pretty cool setup though. And he's like, it wasn't that bad. I think the anticipation was the worst part of it.
Oh, Lordy.
But,
I mean, well, you've done lasers, so now 3D printers.
yeah, pretty funny. Then they started calling up other people about, hey, why don't you come over and let us tattoo leg on your leg? And everybody was like, nope, we're not doing that. So it's pretty funny. But yeah, interesting use of machinery. So
That is just nuts.
it'd be kind of neat to see it do something cool, besides just leg.
Yeah.
Like do an actual picture of some sort.
And
But
do shading and everything.
oh man, that would be interesting. I mean, but there's a lot of work there. Get that figured out.
But she accomplished it.
Yeah.
I'll see if it lasts or how long it lasts.
I mean, it should last forever. Yeah. Good times. Good times. Well, on to her next adventure, I'm sure.
Could you imagine, like in the future tattoo shops, you come in with like, do you have your SVG? Yeah, here you go.
Yeah.
All right, get in the machine.
Sit down.
Sit down.
He's like, heck no.
Yep. Yeah, pretty funny. Pretty funny. So the All right. Well, we'll move on then to the next one, which is Mr. Sam Craft. Sam took a departure from his recently 3D printed heavy uh, videos and did one on his water jet. His what the Wazer water jet.
Yeah.
Pretty
That is
cool.
cool.
Yeah, neat machine. This is the same machine that he left the pump on at one point when he wasn't there and
Yeah.
flooded his
He
shop.
He lets the valve open. Yeah.
Yeah. So it made a huge mess in his shop. But this is a pretty cool machine. This is the first time I've watched a video on that Wazer. Pretty neat.
I've been eyeballing this.
Yeah.
They've been out for a little bit.
I've been looking at them for our work.
Cutting
How
tile.
expensive are they?
Yeah. What was it? 10?
Yeah.
Wow.
About the price of a
$10,000?
high-end laser.
Yeah.
10,000?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then you still have to get all the sand and, have the right water set up. And
Yeah,
There-
cutting media.
it's more than just buying the machine.
Yeah.
But here's the cool part. Like Paul said, you can do ceramic tiles, you can do tile, you can do glass, you can do aluminum. Now you can do metals in it. It's literally a water jet.
Yeah.
Just
You
it's
can do carrots.
You can do carrots.
Yeah, that's how they do the baby carrots.
Oh, water jet.
Yeah, those are all water jetted.
Really?
Yeah, my understanding that's the case anyway.
I didn't know that.
There's
Yeah.
the meeting.
It's expensive,
Oh, I'm sure.
especially
Man.
because I deal with fabricators who, use the large industrial ones.
Mhm.
And, minimum is $2,000.
Wow.
How to
You
run
know.
an order.
Yeah.
I can believe it.
So
So look at what you come up with, though. I mean,
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not arguing with it. I'm just saying,
There could be some really cool application for tile stuff in there.
yeah.
Yeah, you monogramming people's names into their bathroom showers and
Well,
Oh,
I
yeah.
just did a logo actually 2 logos that are going to go in the bottom of a pool.
oh yeah, that too. Yeah.
So, I did all the artwork, sent it over to them, and then they're like, yeah, you need to make it a little bit bigger because we were dealing with 3/4 by 3/4 tiles. And I mean, there were going to be some that were just like, 1/10 of an inch.
Oh, wow.
So I had to work to make sure and get the logo kind of positioned where we still had a good amount of space.
Now, how do they color those in so it'll last?
I'm sorry.
How do they, like when they etch a tile, how do
Oh,
they color it in?
or
So
you're
that
cutting
it'll
it.
last?
You're
We're
cutting-
here. Let me give me a sec.
It's like when you laser cut 2 pieces, you paint one color red, and then you stick them together, and it stands out red with white. Here you go.
So this is actually, this is not it'll be similar to this. So this is a mosaic. We have 2 colors. So we have this color and then we'll have another color and we'll cut out this, and then we'll go to the other color, cut out the opposite part and you put it in there.
Oh,
And then you face mount it with plastic or paper. And then you label, 1, 2, all the sheets across and
okay, so you're inlaying one color with another.
another color. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. And then
Sweet.
someone's got to grout all that.
Yeah.
That's why I like selling tile. I come up with complicated stuff or, people would do and, the installers just hate us sometimes.
Yeah, I bet.
I forget what he asked on this. This is coaster.
Is that marble?
Yeah. It's like a white marble.
Marble. No.
Yeah. Yeah, Sam did a white marble coaster. Cuts it out on the water jet. Then he takes it over to his Thunder laser. I thought this was pretty interesting.
The CO2.
Yeah, he uses the CO2 to put addition to it, which I thought was interesting. I was thinking immediately when he was saying what the concept of it was, I was like, oh, he's going to put it on a CNC and kind of use like a bowl bit or something. But no, he does it with the laser. I was like, oh, wow, that's interesting.
Wonder if he could have done the whole thing on that water jet, just turn down the pressure or something.
I don't think so.
No,
Yeah, because the water jets, I think that's like just intended to cut.
oh okay,
Yeah, because that on the tiles that when we do it, we have to send like anywhere from 15 to 20% overage because they have to get it that high, and we get a lot of breakage from the PSI just shattering the tile.
Wow.
So
Oh, Mr. Jerry's out there. Hey, Jerry, how you doing, buddy? Wade's saying don't water jets use a stupid amount of water and garnet. I from what I was gathering from what Sam was showing on this is that it actually his like has a water tank on it and it recirculates it or something
yeah,
like that. I guess to a certain extent. So I don't know that it uses a ton of water, but pretty cool though.
Oh yeah.
Very cool.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
this-
you do have to refresh the garnet, sand,
Yeah.
whatever, depending on what machine you have.
Excuse me. Yeah, I think well in his laser, so it takes him like I think he said like 40 minutes, something like that, of it going over and over and over.
Yeah.
You know, making
But it does it. That's
part.
the cool part.
Yeah, and it wasn't burnt or anything. I was pretty interested with that. That's a pretty cool setup. One cool application for it. Something I wouldn't have thought of. You know, I'm glad it worked, but evidently, there's nobody in the United States that are making those types of coasters out of marble. There's some guy, I think he said he was in Turkey or something like that, and selling that coaster type thing for like $90, and Sam bought a $10 tile from Home Depot. So, yeah. So it's a pretty crazy profit margin if it sells.
Didn't he figure it out to be around $80 for one?
Yeah. So pretty cool setup though.
Oh yeah.
But fun times. Good ideas for a product anyway.
Yeah.
If you have a water jet. Good times with Mr. Sam. So, all right, cool. Moving on, we started talking about it a little bit earlier, almost. Print Farm Academy is one of the people that put out a video on this week. I guess the embargo for this got lifted as well, and all the videos started flowing out on this one. This is the new Elegoo. What is it? I forget what it's called.
Centauri.
Yeah.
Yes, Centauri something or other.
Yeah. I just watched Babylon 5 and I was like, wait, it had something to do with
Yeah, like Alpha Centauri. Yeah. But yeah, it's pretty cool setup. I mean, it's like a kind of a clone of of the Bamboo. They were talking about like comparing it to the X1 Carbon, but to me, it's more of the P1 series, style machine.
Just bigger.
No, well, it's same bed place, same build place, build volume. I can't talk at all, man.
looks like a
Centauri Carbon. There you go. I'm gonna, but yeah, Travis was out there, I guess, talking about it and did been putting out some prints and all that. Like I thought, a few things that I noticed of the different videos, and this must have been part of the deal of getting them, is that nobody was reviewing them, even though they had them for like a month or so. But they were all just like, here's what it is, and here's what we've been printing on them. But from what they're all saying, they all seem to think that it's printing pretty good. There's Frankly Built, that channel. He also got one, and evidently there's some sort of there's a text message group of the 3D printing makers, and a bunch of those people that had gotten these. They were all talking about them and how well they were printing and not printing or whatever. And everybody seemed to have good things to say about it. So, with the exception of like a couple little nitpicky things, like the light that's inside is kind of garbage, and some people didn't like how the filament fed in from the side. Not that it was feeding in from the side, but the method of pushing it up into the tube or something like that. I
Having
think,
a hard turn.
yeah, yeah. So, but it looks like it's a nice machine. Nobody had any idea of the cost of it either. Everybody says it's under $500. So that's got to be from Elegoo saying that it's going to be under $500, but they just hadn't named a price point yet,
$499.99.
which most likely is what I was thinking.
I will bid for $99.98.
Yep. So it, I mean, it's a good looking machine. It should sell pretty well. They've been testing it out, I guess, for quite a while. So, yeah, I guess they'll see what happens with it.
It's good looking.
Yeah, they didn't give any kind of date that it comes out or anything yet.
It looks like a P1 series.
Yeah,
the
it does.
interiors. Yeah, I mean, I've never seen the interior of an X1.
You know, the one thing that I really wish these printer companies would do, and is like they all have the poop chutes in them, and they're all coming out the back. I hate that they come out the back. I want them to come out the side. It's not that too much to ask, but once you have when you have one of these machines that poops out the back, you know, if you get them right away or something, you don't think about it and you don't clean it up unless you make one of the chutes that comes around the side of the machine. And if
Or under.
it comes around the side of the machine, it might as well just poop out the side of the machine so you can see it.
Now, the K1 Max, if you add the AMS to it, or whatever you want to call it, it poops on the inside, right onto the floor, so you can put a little tray in it.
Well, that could be dangerous.
Well, if you don't clean it, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's cool because when you open the door, it's a smooth surface all the way out. There's no lips or anything, so it's easy to clean out.
You know,
Now that's cool.
No, there you go.
I like Junior's layout.
There you go. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, yeah. So Elegoo's got their new machine coming out, and everybody was talking about it against the X1 Carbon, but I don't think it's an X1 Carbon. I think of it as it's more competitive towards the P1 series. So,
I mean, because does it have LiDAR?
nope,
Does it have LAN,
nope,
Ethernet,
nope.
connection? Okay, then it's P1.
It's
No
a P1
Wi-Fi.
series, right? And with a P1 series, it's still better because it's got the nice big color screen.
Yeah.
You know, better as far as in features.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, you can't compare it to the X1 just because they share a nicer screen.
yeah, or the same build volume.
Yeah.
You know, and coming right out and going, hey, it's half the price. Well, then you're not comparing apples to apples. So,
That's
you know,
right.
I don't think it has the hardened hot end or anything like that either. I think it's all,
P1.
yeah, it's a P1.
Yeah.
It's competition for the P1. It's not competition for the X1 Carbon. So,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
It's all good. But
I will have to say, I do not like the screens on the bottom.
yeah,
Yeah. I'm tall. There.
yeah.
I'd rather have it up top. I'd rather take the P1, be there, than have to and mess around with the nice screen.
There you go.
So there's my hot take for the day.
My hot take is I really don't care about the screen on the P1 because I don't use it.
Yeah.
I don't use the screen. I do everything from the computer on that one. So
Well, I just walk over and just go down to the file and, you know, physically start it that way.
Kenneth thinks that that they said that it has a hardened nozzle. All right, well if it does, it does. I still don't think it's it's the compared to that one, but
Yeah.
it's all good. Um, Tim Keller, Paul is asking what build plate you have.
The ByQ cryo grip.
Cryo grip, yeah.
Yeah.
So sweet.
Again, haven't washed it. This one going on 3.5 weeks now.
Nice.
So, and no glue, no any stick. I mean, just print, let it cool, pop, move, put it back on.
Yeah. Sweet.
And I don't have to worry about, and it doesn't really pick up a lot of the oils from your fingers.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So,
interesting. Jerry says that, yeah, he's the top screen does help. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because his Sheedy Plus 4 has it on the top when it's on the floor. Yeah. Yeah, having that all the way on the ground. It would be nice if a company came out with one that had an option of being able to move it, like to kind of customize it more. I mean, you'd think I would be making a 3D printer or something because I got ideas on making them good. Jerry's also asking, does the cryo grip have a fancy pattern on it, or is it?
No. So it's a little bit less textured than your, a textured PEI plate, but you can run them at anywhere from 35 to 45 degrees. But it does not have any of the, what is it called? The holographic kind of, the lasered etch, stuff on it.
Oh, thanks, Al. I appreciate that, buddy. Appreciate that. So, all right. Well, we'll move on then. We got there's Mr. John Hines. This is from his scrap bin channel that he has, where he mainly just does like a talking head type thing, or he usually talks about whatever the video is that he put out that week. But this one, he's just talking about his CNC machines that he has. He has a Stepcraft machine that they had sent him a couple years ago or whatever, and then at some point he decided to hang it up on the wall, and then at some point it decided not to work as good for him, and then so he decided to take it apart and remake it as a new machine. So he did a combination of some 3D printed parts and some plywood and stuff like that, and made himself a different CNC with it. So interesting hearing him talk about it. And then he hung this one up on the wall too. I don't get it, but whatever. It's not my machine. Do whatever you want.
They're trophies.
Yeah. So it what did he talk? Oh, then he took the spare parts from the original Stepcraft that he had there, and decided he was going to make a metal cutting CNC, like a small one. And so he kind of talks about that towards the end, where he's making yet another one, but it's a small one, probably hanging on the wall too. I don't know why you'd want to hang it on the wall. I mean, whatever. It's not mine, so what do I give a shit? But fun times. But it's pretty interesting listening to him talk about his design process, or thought process for the design and stuff like that. But he's sitting in his chair that he built down in his basement. It's interesting. It's an interesting channel to watch if you like his woodworking stuff. So, He's
And
modifying the original Stepcraft side pieces to fit on some other rails and stuff. Kind of funny. So, kind of funny. Yeah, there. I think that's that one's going to be his metal cutting one, if I remember correctly.
why does it remind me of a Sidewinder?
It kind of does with the orange. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, or the Garage Works. Yeah,
the garage. There it is. Yeah.
yep. So, but very much smaller, that's for sure.
Harry's
Yeah,
good comment out there. Harry's
I
got a
guess
good-
that is the only. That's the only benefit to it.
yeah, it's no longer a horizontal surface.
I ended up putting French cleats on it and hanging shit on it. But yeah. So it wouldn't become a $10,000 assembly table.
Be a coat rack.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, funny. Too funny. All right. Well, we got one more for everybody this week. This was from Facebook, and it was making me laugh. It's this dog rocking out, and it's like to a song, so we can't play the song, but the the dog. It made me laugh. He's kind of like rock and roll and headbanging and doing heavy metal. So it's yeah. When you get a chance, go check it out and give it a watch. You'll probably watch it 5 or 6 times, like I did in a row, and because it's funny. No. Yeah, that was a good one.
I don't know if you can hear it or not.
What was that? Oh,
Sorry, I was driving it out.
Sean's listening to it. Yeah, but
It's
pretty
worth
funny.
it.
Cute dog.
Link down below. Definitely worth the watch.
Yeah. It's a good one. So all right. Well, let's go back here and there you go. Sean's just gonna leave that on.
It'll work.
Yeah. The head banging dog. So, good times. Oh, well, that was fun. Mr. Corliss, you got anything else for us this evening?
Nope. Fresh out of ideas.
All right, well, that was good. Hey, your heart-shaped box looks really good. Your wife's going to like that one.
Thank you.
Yes.
Be very cool. Mr. Sean, anything from you, sir?
Oh, all kinds of goodies coming up. I'm going to try to be on next week. No promises. I will be in Lincoln, Nebraska. If you're in that area, in the Nebraska or like Omaha, you can run down to Lincoln. It's going to be a fun show. I haven't been there to this one. It looks cool. It'll cross your fingers.
Yeah. Sounds like it'll be a good time.
I'll be busy all week cutting modules for it. The nice thing is, hey, if I don't sell any, I have stock.
Nice. Oh, it looks like Mr. Steve's out there. Ventari.
Good evening.
Getting some shop time in. Good deal, sir. Good deal. Thanks for hanging out with us. We appreciate it. All right. Well, Mr. Hammerquist, anything else from you, sir?
No, have fun. Be nice to one another. Enjoy the wacky weather.
Nanu. Yeah, we've got freezing rain going on right now out there. Yeah. Took the dogs out before the show, and they went sliding across the sidewalk. They were like, whoa, wasn't expecting that. You know, it's slick when they, our driveway is Millings from the highway. And so it's not smooth or anything. It's basically gravel driveway. But when that is getting slick, There's some freeze rain out there. Oh, good times. All right, Mr. Hammerquist. Well, I appreciate that, sir. Yeah, Ray Dixon, 85 here today. Yeah, thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. Thanks for
Oh,
rubbing it in.
That's what it was today. 85 today, and it's going to be 40 tomorrow.
Whew.
Yeah.
It's 22
Still-
here. So
No
enjoy.
warmer than here.
Craziness. Crazy. No. It is what it is. Well, hopefully next week I can give a little more information on my little whatever I'm up to. We'll see. Maybe I'll start giving some hints out, and we'll be able to figure it out hopefully before the end of the month.
Is it the size of a bread box?
No.
Shoebox? Oh, it's
Nope.
about the same size.
So it'll be a fun one if it goes according to plan. So good times. All right, party people. Well, thanks so much for joining us. We definitely appreciate it. It is not a new truck. I already got one of those. And yes, 6,000 miles in 3 months.
And
And I really haven't driven it for the last month because of the bad weather.
4x4x4.
Yeah, right? Nope.
No.
No.
I don't.
So good times. All right, party people. We'll see you next week, and take care. Peace out, sauerkraut.